Hello. I just want to share something with you today. Do you see this rock? It seems like just an ordinary rock, and I'm not worshiping it or anything, but God blessed me to be able to remove this rock from Mary, the mother of Jesus's home in Ephesus. While I was there, I learned so many cool things. Like, for example, it was in Ephesus, actually in Selchuk, where the apostles had met, and they met with John, and John and all the apostles got together. Now, Mary's house was right there because when Jesus was dying on the cross, he turned to John and he said, "Behold thy mother." And he said to his mom, "Woman, behold thy son." So in that moment, he had blessed them and sanctified it that Mary would live with John or live in the premises of she didn't actually literally live in the same house with him because he had somewhere else that was right there on the same property. But he entrusted John to take care of his own mother. So it was really cool because I didn't know this, but all the apostles actually got together in Ephesus and just right above Ephesus, and they divvied up the world. They decided who was going to go where and what they were going to do in preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. So it was really pretty cool because I didn't realize there were places I had been, like Pamukkale in Turkey, where Philip was crucified, and he was actually there in the same place where they had these waters, these cascading waters that they say are healing waters in Turkey. And it's next to Hierapolis, which was an ancient city where Mark Antony and Cleopatra lived in Hierapolis. They swam in the ancient pool, and you can see that in some of the old movies with Cleopatra and Mark Anthony with Elizabeth Taylor, and I can't remember the other guy that was also a starring role in that. But you can actually go there and you can swim in those waters. And I can tell you for myself, it was an amazing experience. And you can walk over there, but Philip died there in that area. They said that there were other kings that were dead that were there as well. You can walk through the tombs and things like that. You can go over to where the waters are. They say the waters are healing. It's one of those natural springs and stuff like that. But it was pretty cool because that was one of the areas where they said, "Hey, Philip, you're going to take this area in Turkey and you're going to go ahead and evangelize." Of course, we know that Peter went to Rome, and Paul was all over the place, but John had built his headquarters in Ephesus. He built a church there, and people were going to Ephesus to meet with John, who is also John the Revelator, John the Apostle. He wrote the book of Revelation. He wrote the book of John, and then he wrote 1st and 2nd John as well. I think there was a 3rd John too. But he wrote like 5 books, but the book of Revelation was the last one that he wrote. And it was pretty phenomenal. But I got this from the same place where all the apostles were. It's the foundation. It was part of the foundation of Mary's house, and it was pretty cool. They had an area where they had an open area outside, and people would get together there. They had the baptismal there, and they would have service there. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just wanted to share that with you. You have a wonderful day, and God bless you.